music that we can do. All right, so we're starting to record. What do you have up front, my dear?
I have Abercrombie Kids.
Great. Let's look at the commercial first. All right. So just jump in, right? Abercrombie Kids. This is my dad. This is the thing about my dad. Correct? So what is your point of view
I'm
on this?
saying my dad doesn't let me get Abercrombie Kids like jeans because they have holes in them and they look like they've been worn before. Is what
Right. That's right. He's holding you back from that. And what is it that you want? What do you want out of the commercial?
You want the jeans and you want a lot of stuff from
Abercrombie Kids, right? And what are you teaching your dad?
I'm saying, Dad, you need to buy me some jeans from Abercrombie Kids.
Right, because they're cool. And what are you also telling him about the holes in the jeans?
That they are cool and
that's it. Yeah. Right. So it's a weird little commercial because you're saying, "Oh my gosh, my dad," but then you're educating your dad and you're like, "Look, not only are these cool because they have holes in them, but they come from this great place." Right? So your POV is to teach and to do what?
And to tell him this is what's happening.
Right. Okay. Jump in and let's do it. Can you drop your camera? I see mostly the mirror and your head is like a piece of chocolate. Yeah, great. All right, girl. All right, so jump in and do it and let's see where we are on it.
Okay. Wait a second.
I gave you the papers, Alyssa.
But these aren't Abercrombie.
Yes, the last one.
Okay. Okay. My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids. He doesn't understand why I would want to buy jeans with holes in them. He says that the clothes look like they've been worn before. He just doesn't realize that this is what makes them cool. Abercrombie Kids, for the cool kid in all of us.
Okay, great. So you're complaining about your dad and like he doesn't even get it. I have to teach him everything. Can you go back to the beginning with that intention, please? All right? Like, come on. I have to do everything. Go ahead. Okay.
My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids.
Great. Now, he gives you the biggest what? Biggest is that? Yes, go for that. Because you're doing biggest problem. He gives me the biggest problem about shopping. Go again.
About shopping?
Yeah, or about Abercrombie. I'm just saying, the point is he gives me a problem, right? Go ahead.
All right. My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids.
Right.
He doesn't understand why I would want to buy jeans with holes in them.
Right. So you have a dad. So when he says absolutely not, and you know it's stylish, what's your feeling?
You're like, well, I want to get them anyway.
Right. I want to get him anyway. And why do you want to get him anyway?
Because they're cool and they look good.
They look good. So put that you just said on that second line. Come from that space on that second line.
All right.
Okay.
My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids. He doesn't understand why I would want to buy jeans with holes in them.
Right. So it's like, it's like talking, he doesn't understand why I would want to do this. right? And I'm gonna start bringing this to your attention because I do it, and now I'm having to break myself of the habit. Sighing. In On stage, it's perfect. On camera, it's indicating.
Yeah.
We have to just stop it. All right. So I want you to say this, the two lines right back to back. Like, look, you don't understand. It's really important for me that you understand. Okay, Dad? And no sighing. All right. Try it again.
My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids. He says that he doesn't understand why I would want to buy jeans with holes in them.
Right. And why? I'm going to ask you, why would you buy jeans with holes in them?
Because they look cool.
All right. So is that a problem for you that your dad won't buy those for you?
Yes.
All right. So you need to come from that. He doesn't understand. Everybody else at school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you just give me that line? He doesn't understand.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't understand why I want to buy jeans with holes in them.
Right. Go on.
He says that the clothes look like they've been worn before.
Right. So do you agree with him? No. So when you don't agree with your dad or your mom or me or your friend, what is that? What is that for you? What does that feel like?
It's like, well, if you don't understand, I do, and I'm going to convince you.
I'm going to convince you, right? Absolutely. And what else?
It's like, I convince you, and then it's like, you want to tell them that this is the better thing.
That's exactly it, sweetheart. So, like, the problem is not really your dad. The problem is that if he doesn't see it the way you see it, then what happens?
And you aren't cool. And
You're not cool. And if you don't convince him about these amazing jeans with holes in it, if you don't convince him, what happens?
You don't get the jeans, and they
Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Do you remember the story about the emperor's clothes?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that nobody wanted to say anything, and he was completely naked, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, they're so great! They're wonderful!" Right?
Mm-hmm.
So come at this like, if I don't convince him, I don't get the jeans. So it's like, I've got to convince him. Abercrombie Kids, it's the best ever. I've got that, try it again and move it along with, I've got to convince him. It's a real problem. The urgency is, I've got to have these jeans. Do you guys, what do you have at your school like for dances and stuff?
Dances?
Dances or things that you do at school together?
Well, we usually do.
Have picnics, or do you have something really important that you guys do that you love?
Well, we do art that I like.
Okay, because like in school for me, we used to have like dances.
We have
and-
dance.
All right, great. And like what I'm asking you is, what dance or what activity do you have to have those jeans for? Make it up. What do you think?
Let me think. Maybe wouldn't be good for gym. It would be okay.
How about the opening of Titanic with a great top?
Ooh.
Right. Up the stakes. Up the stakes.
Yeah.
All right. Are you going to sit? Again, you have that little head going on. There we go. All right. So I need these jeans for the opening of Titanic, right?
Yes.
And I've got to look amazing. So this is a problem, and I've got to convince him. Let's go. Go now. Go now.
All right.
Get it.
Okay. My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids. He doesn't understand why I would want to buy jeans with holes in them. He thinks the clothes look like they've been worn before.
Right.
He just doesn't realize that this is what makes them cool.
Right.
Abercrombie Kids, for the cool kid in all of us.
All right, great. So, Alyssa, move it along. Move it along like and give it some urgency. That's doesn't have to be serious.
Yeah.
Right? It does need to have a direction. So, what's the direction for you?
The direction is, well, you have to be not really serious, but like, oh no, this is what's happening. This is what's happening.
Great. All right, go from there. Start it right now. Right there. Go. Go.
Okay.
Go.
My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids.
Go.
He just doesn't realize. He just doesn't know why I would want to buy jeans with holes in them.
I know. Go.
He just thinks that they look like they've been worn before.
I know. Is that crazy?
He just doesn't realize this is what makes them cool.
Exactly.
Abercrombie Kids.
Right. Right. So, even a commercial has an intention. What's an intention?
Like, this is what you intend to do, and this is what you're trying to do.
Right. So, an intention is a direction. Right? And your direction is what we just stated.
Yes.
So, in a commercial, the texture is much lighter. It's the difference between Titanic the musical and Sound of Music the musical. Tell me what the difference is in those stories.
Well, Titanic, a ship is sinking, and in Sound of Music, there's like a governess that is teaching, that is
Yeah,
there for the 7 children.
Right. And Titanic is a lot more serious. Would you agree?
Yes.
And what about Sound of Music?
It's not as serious.
No. And you've got Lonely Goat Herd, and you've got this is what a commercial is. I mean, he really doesn't even know that, why I wouldn't want, like, can you believe that? He doesn't even believe that. Why would we do this? Would have, holes in my jeans? Come on, everybody knows that. So you need to keep it in the energy of Sound of Music, not in the energy of Titanic. Got it?
All right.
Once more, and then we move on. And then you memorize it. So as soon as you open Titanic, you need to get on this so that you've got it. All right?
All right.
Good.
Okay. My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids. He just doesn't realize why I would want to buy jeans with holes in them. He says that the clothes look like they've been worn before. He just doesn't realize that this is what makes them cool. Abercrombie Kids, for the cool kid in all of us.
Right. So the way you do that last line, Abercrombie Kids, for the cool kids in all of us. The way you're doing that, can you apply that to everything before it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So that energy is very different.
Yeah.
So right now you're at a 10 energetically. I want you to pull it back to a 6.
All right.
My dad just doesn't understand. I mean, he can't believe that I wouldn't want to wear jeans with holes in them. Those are the greatest things ever. Mm-hmm. So from a 10 to a 6, and keep the energy of Abercrombie Kids.
All right.
All right? Once more. Good job. Right there is beautiful.
All right. My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids. He just doesn't realize why
But I think you're not clear about what I'm asking. This is really heavy.
All right.
So how would you lighten it up and keep it more like Sound of Music?
Um, well, I could like have a little bit of an expression and a little bit of
Like that.
like, something in between that would be.
Yeah, I think that's too much explanation. Just dial it, just get a little sillier with it.
And
Get a
don't
little
sound
like,
mad, maybe?
yeah, it's you're not being angry.
Mhm.
You just can't even believe that he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
And it's more like, oh, my dad. Try that energy on. Right now it's really heavy,
Mhm.
right? And we want people to buy their product.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so give me the last line of it, of the commercial. Abercrombie kids for the cool kids and all of us. Will you just give me that?
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Abercrombie kits for the cool kid in all of us.
Right. Yep. And cool kid in you and who else?
Me.
You and who else? The cool kid in all of us. Who is all of us?
Everyone.
And who are you talking about in the spot?
My dad.
Right. Cool kid in all of us, including my dad. Right? So when we're dealing with product and client, you're going to see they want you to sell their product. So everybody's included. So give me the last line with that idea. Everybody gets to buy from there.
Abercrombie kits for the cool kid in all of us.
Right. Now take that energy and start it. My dad gives me the biggest problem. Go. Right there.
My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids. He
Doesn't understand.
realize that this is he just doesn't wait.
Use the paper, because what's happening is
Oh.
you're trying to look for the line and you're getting stuck. Just look at the paper and come back to me. Then you can memorize it. Yeah? Just start it one more time. That was going in the right direction.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids. He doesn't understand why I would want to buy jeans with holes in them. He says that the clothes look like they've been worn before. He just doesn't realize that this is what makes them cool.
Right.
Abercrombie Kids for the cool kid in all of us.
Yes. So I want you to memorize this and I want you to lighten it up like you're talking with a girlfriend.
All right.
Like, I can't even believe this. He doesn't even know about buying jeans with holes in them. You and I know that. Have you ever seen the musical Grease? All right, so you have an assignment for me. There is a scene about one of the girls going to beauty school, and they're all over at somebody's house, and they're doing a sleepover, and they're all talking blah 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 blah. That's what this is, Alyssa. You and me, or you. Who's your best friend at school?
I have 3.
All right, it doesn't matter. Choose one.
Marley.
Marley. So if you were talking to Marley, my dad gives me the biggest problem about doing this. How would you say that to Marley? Try that.
Say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm Marley and you're telling me, I can't even believe this. Go ahead.
Okay. My dad gives me the biggest problem about shopping at Abercrombie Kids. He doesn't understand that he doesn't understand why I would want to buy jeans with holes in them. He says that the clothes look like they've been worn before.
Yeah.
He just doesn't realize that this is what makes them cool.
Right. So this is how you're going to practice it. Just like you're talking to Marley.
All right.
This is the thing about dialing down that I talked to you about.
Mm-hmm.
So right now what you're giving me is a 9, and you're going to dial it down. My dad, it's got to go down to like a 7 or a 6.
Mm-hmm.
just like you're talking to me. You would never say to Marley, "My dad." You'd say, "My dad," you know? So I want you to look at that from a 6, dial it down like you're speaking to her, and then bring it back to me. All right? And then give me the next commercial.
All right.
So Abercrombie Kids and
You don't have that one. You already know it.
Oh, wait.
Can't believe it's not butter.
Oh,
Can't Believe It's Not Butter.
Not
Yeah.
butter. Yes. Okay.
Right. So keep it now between a 6 and a 7.
All right.
And you can't even believe what my mom's doing.
Mhm.
Right? Try. Go ahead.
Okay. I think my mom is going crazy. She keeps saying, "I can't believe it's not butter." I'm starting to get worried. Hey, what's this? Wow. I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe it's not butter. Oh no, I'm starting to do it too.
Great. So right here, right where you are right now, say the first line of that. In this energy you've got right now. Go.
I think my mom is going crazy.
Okay. Can you move that along? I think my mom's going crazy. I can't even believe it, but she's jumping into the pool and there's no water in it. Right? Right? So in the theater, we're kind of doing this, you know, because everybody needs to hear us.
Yes.
However, we don't really need to do that. We just need to bring it here. So do it. Give me the first line right where you were.
All right. I think my mom is going crazy.
Great. All right. She's going crazy because she's doing this and move it. You know, you're explaining to us why. Come on.
All right.
My mom's going crazy.
I think my mom is going crazy. She keeps saying, "I can't believe it's not butter." She keeps saying it over and over again. I'm starting to get worried. Hey, what's this? Wow. I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe it's not butter.
Great.
Oh no!
If you're saying it twice, why are you saying it twice?
Because you're starting to say, "Well, I can't believe it's not butter." Well, I can't believe it!
Right. And if you reach down and pick something up and you went like this, wow, can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe it's not butter. You could dip your finger in it again.
Mm-hmm.
You see? I think the thing, especially with self-taping and clients, keep your hands outside of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh my gosh, but really taste it. Can you just go there, what's this? And you don't even have to go outside the camera. Just pick it up and like you picked up a bagel, you stuck your finger in it. Do it twice. Let me see how that reads.
What's this?
Great.
Wow. I can't believe it's not butter.
Taste it again. You can't believe it.
Wow. I can't believe it's not butter. Oh no! I'm starting to do it too!
Right. So when you dip your finger and put it on your tongue, what happens?
You're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Right. So when we taste anything, we put it in our mouths, and what happens right after that?
Taste it and swallow it. We taste
Right.
it.
So when you put it on your tongue, then you taste it. You have to register that.
All right.
Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Right? It's not think when you're doing stuff like this, you have to kind of break it down in your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because camera is so specific. Yeah? All right, great. That was so much better. This tempo was so much better.
Okay.
Right? Now, with the monologues, so with this little clip, I would want you to revisit it, taste it twice, taste it, really taste it, and then react. Taste it, oh my gosh, then catch yourself. Do you understand?
Yes.
Right, because if I do this, I'm tasting it and reacting to the line coming up. So can you see this is different than this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you want to love it twice and then catch yourself being like your mom.
All right.
So that's what I'm looking for here.
Would you
All
like
right.
me to do that one more time?
Yeah. Put it down one more time. That's great.
All right. I think my mom is going crazy. She keeps saying, I can't believe it's not butter. I'm starting to get worried. Hey, what's this? Wow, I can't believe it's not butter. Wow, I can't believe it's not butter. Oh no, I'm starting to do it too.
That's it. That is it. Right? So in the very beginning, it is the same thing I asked for in the other. Your intention is, I really need to talk to you right away because my mother's going nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the intention is, I need to talk to someone right away.
Uh-huh.
Right? Just like, I've got to get my dad to understand this so I can buy the pants.
Mm.
So the intention makes you do what?
It makes you like hurry through it and be
Right.
like, la 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 la.
Yes, yes. It just I got to get this done now. So it'll give a forward motion. So this is what you want to work on. Now, with the monologues, can I see the one with the book for a minute? Great.
All right. Ooh,
That's great.
a bit. What? I thought he was a good guy. I have to keep reading. Wait, he was the one who killed her? I have to keep reading. Yes! Get him! Get him! He's right there! Oh. So close. So close! Yes! That's what you get for killing her. Wait. He wasn't the one who killed her?
All right, stop. I'm going to jump in just because of time. So, the way you started was, I think, the best that I've seen it. You were all on one page and you were going line to line. And then when you actually started the monologue, you started going from the left all the way to the right and left all the way to the right. So I want you to actually rehearse the monologue. And I want you to take your hand. So let's say this is the book. Actually, I'll do this. Right? And you're going to read with your finger this way. And then when you get down here, then you're going to go to the next page and read with your finger.
Mhm.
You see, because this, do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
We read down the page and then we read left to right.
Yeah.
The beginning was great. You were just like right here the whole time. And then as soon as you started talking, you started going to both pages. So practice and actually use your hand.
Right.
Right? And it occurs to me that you have to keep it down so we see your expression. So I think it will keep you more in the monologue if you're reading and following your own finger and speaking, oh my gosh, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes, ah! Right? And you can stop. Right? So use your finger while you're reading and then stop your finger when you want to express something. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then start again. And then stop when you want to express something. Can you just try that? And then you can rehearse that. Go ahead.
Right.
Good.
Ooh. This is the good bit. What? Why did she have to die?
So wait, Alyssa, stop. When you're going to like, ooh, this is the good part. Wait, I stopped. Why does she have to die? Then start again. And then, oh, wait a minute. Go, 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 go. And then start again. Do you see what I mean? I think this will train you. I think it'll be easier to follow for the person watching the monologue. So can you just go, oh, this is the good bit, and then stop when you are going to react to something. Try that so you know how to rehearse it.
All right.
Good girl.
Ooh, this is the good bit.
Yes.
Why? Why did she have to die? I really liked her.
Right, and then go back, keep reading a little bit, then wait until you have to do an, and then stop.
What? I thought he was a good guy.
And then read again.
He was the one who killed her?
Yes. And then read, speed read, and then stop.
Yes! Get him! Get him! He's right there!
That's it, stop. All right, do you see what you're doing?
Yes.
Is it easier to track? It's easier for me to track what you are doing. All right?
Yeah.
So I want you to rehearse this way. Right? You're reading. Wait. Are you serious? Wait a minute. I have to keep reading. And then, all right? That's going to make it a lot easier for you and for us to understand that. All right, I have to jump off to the next lesson. I would really love to hear you sing one thing before that. I know we're going over time.
Yeah.
Just, is there a way to do that?
Yeah, I could sing Into the Unknown.
Into the Unknown, or do the next right thing. Whatever is easy and right there for you.
All right, why don't we do Into the Unknown?
All right. Because we've got a clip of that right now that you can put up on Actors Access.
Right.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
Sorry, finding it. Oh, shoot. Okay, I
No,
got it.
remember we didn't do it piano.
I didn't.
Turn it up.
Just go ahead and sing it.
It was kind of in the middle.
Okay, just go ahead and sing without it, Alyssa.
All right, from the
All right, so Into the Unknown. Now, hold on. I have it right here, Alyssa. Into the Unknown. Let me find it, okay?
All right.
I think I do have it. Sorry.
Yeah, I've got it too.
I need you to sing the in the
You're
beginning.
not starting from the beginning, Liz.
I know. Oh. From every day, so you're keeping me awake.
Here.
I need you to start.
Okay, go.
Every day's a little harder, so feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown, into the unknown, to the unknown. There, you know me, can you feel me, can you show me?
Kong. Turn him.
Where are you going? Don't leave me alone. How do I follow you into the unknown?
Great. So it's right there. You've got it. So I'm going to remind you of, oh, changing your lips. Oh, Oh, wah. If not, you're going to be banging on your chords to do that.
All right.
All right? And then the last thing is here. Into the unknown. This has to be strong, and these lower ribs have to go out. If not, you're going to be blowing too much air. So I'm just reminding you on that. All right? So put your one hand on your sternum and one thumb on your floating rib down here, and just sing, into the unknown. And don't let this go down, and don't let that go in. Let it go out.
Into the unknown.
Right. And then do, whoa, 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 whoa. A little W, please.
Whoa. Oh, whoa.
Right. So a little W will help. And here, same thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right? Because we haven't touched on the singing for a while and we've been going back to the acting, you have to remember you're still supporting that sound.
Yeah.
All right? Now, what is your rehearsal schedule now?
6 to 10 every day.
Oh, so you're there tonight?
Yes.
All right.
10 to 4 on weekends. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's a very, I know that this director does a lot of bam bam.
Yeah.
So go and be marvelous. I'll stay in touch with your mom.
All right.
Once you open next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need to get those little commercials into your noodle.
Yeah.
So you can do that. Take them to the theater.
Mm-hmm.
You're not on stage all the time, are you? No. You know what I would do? Take your book, like a journal, and just write the commercial over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Just do that, and that'll memorize it for you. It's easy. All right? So we get you up on Actors Access, and you can be submitted for that film. All right?
All right.
Good job. It's very nice to see you, as always.
You too.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, sweetheart. I will
Have a
see you
fun
later,
night.
and I'll send this to you along, all right?
Okay,
Thank you.
Bye.
You're welcome. Say bye to your mom.
Bye.
Okay. Oh, bye, Jen.